evening, Tony.
Good evening. How are you, Richard?
I'm absolutely fantastic. We're here just at the book launch of Tony's new book, #Loneliness, The Virus of the Modern Age, and it's been a fantastic evening. It's been a much anticipated read, I have to say. One of the first things I wanted to ask you is, what inspired you to write #Loneliness? Where did the idea for this book come from?
The idea came from many different streams. And one of the major streams is like the amount of people in the world who are lonely. And there's so much going on, and it's happening every single day. And every single adversity that happens to us creates loneliness within us. Every relationship in the world has loneliness in it. People globally experience loneliness, but they don't talk about it. It's a subject that not many people would like to talk about it. The recent refugee crisis in Syria, it's a disaster for humanity, watching children traveling through seas to safety. And it is humanitarian reasons for us to do something about it, for us to really step into our own power and see what can we do to change the things that we don't want to see in the world. Loneliness impacts our physical health, our emotional health. It impacts our cognitive behavior. It impacts the way we show ourselves into the world. And it causes many disorders. And recent scientific research also shows that loneliness impacts the way our genes are activated.
Okay. So I mean, certainly there's been a lot of influences that have gone into #Loneliness, and obviously it's very anticipated after the success of A Path to Wisdom. Do you see the two books as interfacing? How do they relate?
They're like a brother and sister.
Okay.
So like they are brother and sister, which is basically each one of them, they bring different energy and different wisdom and different capability for people to learn themselves about what they can do to really live in their own greatness. A Path to Wisdom, I talk about 3 global problems, which is us constantly being out of balance from the fast-paced life that we live. And also talk about something that most people never achieve in their life, which is inner peace.
Yeah.
And I also talk about health. Now, you can imagine how many people globally experience health issues.
Of course.
So A Path to Wisdom, I brought together 45 years of wisdom, knowledge, experience, and working with people and studying science and working with some of the top coaches and spiritual teachers to create a methodology. It's almost like conscious engineering processes that people can help themselves to create balance, spiritual balance, mental, emotional, physical, in their business, in their relationship, and self-love, self-worthiness, and self-acceptance. #Loneliness, on the other hand, takes you to a whole new dimension. It brings the wisdom of the sages together. It brings the wisdom of the universe, how the universe works. Also brings the awareness of the kind of technologies that we are creating that potentially could take us into oblivion.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm very interested to hear about the sort of addition or the integration of wisdom of the sages, because I think my first thoughts when seeing #Loneliness and seeing it through its development over the last few months were that, is this a book that would you say is primarily focused at people in the Western world, or what's the global sort of impact of this book?
Well, every word written in #Loneliness, it's written for humanity. Now, every human being is born out of the same energy stream, containing the same wisdom that a single cell develops into a human being. And you can imagine every single organ, how it's connected and how it works for us to be able to share, communicate, love, co-create, and create all the experiences.
Okay. I think it's going to be a very interesting read. I'm certainly looking forward to getting hold of my copy. It's been a fantastic evening. We're here at the Waldorf Astoria for the launch. Just get this back in shot. #Loneliness by the great man Tony Jeton Selimi himself. It's already available on Amazon and in all good bookstores. Get yourself a copy now. Thank you very much, Tony.